Dominion Serby of Rocket, Colorado, also a Texas Tech grad.
Immediately behind them, the past chairman of the board and president, there's Jim Bloodworth and Jim Winnie. That's right, Brady Carew, Don Jordan, Jack Lyons, and Butch Robinson. John O. Smith, Paul Somerville, R.H. Steve Stevens, our past chairman of the board.
Our executive committee riding with us, we've got Roger Camp, Warner Urban, Juan Garcia, and Jeff Hayes. Hello to Jeff Hildebrand and Robbie Smith. Dr. Kelly Larkin, MD. There's Alan Kent and Parker Johnson.
Let's take a look now to our lifetime executive committee. That's Jim Wyndham, along with long, tall Joe Van Matry in the saddle. There's Joe, Chris Richardson, Ed McMahon, out of the hat, Honeycomb, Wayne Howells Jr., and the tip of the hat to Ray Hinsley and Tillman Fertitta.
We have a whole page of vice presidents. People like Amy Pinkham Miller and Christy Bannon, Sean Lahane and T. Mark Kelly. How about Russell Jones and Stan Horton? Martha Garcia Ceballos, Johnny Causey, and Stacy Stidham Anderson.
Well, let's keep looking at those vice presidents. They also include Amy Coates Monteverde, Nancy Motley, Robert Pike Jr., Michael Sachs, Jim Sharpwell III, then it's David Smith and David Stone, Justin Takers-Lee and Lance Wells.
Our lifetime vice presidents, there's Terrence Fontaine and Ray Gonzalez, Dick Hudgens, Greg Schroeder, James Mora, and Rick Jones.
We turn to our directors, it looks like we're reading War and Peace. We have a ton of directors. Just going to read you a chapter or two, though. They include Travis Adair and Courtney Adami, Harry Harris, Jake Ali, Russell Allen. Then we get to the B's from Stephen Barrier, Annette Disney, Lisa Blackwood, Barclay Branch, Michelle Briggs, and Tim Brinkmeyer. Gene Clark, Andrew Clendenin, Matthew Cohn, and Bo Dawson.
Our Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo horseback gas. There's Rachel Lahane and Timothy Bell, Christina Bryan, the federal magistrate judge, Pat Mizell, and our third-year chairman, Nathan Kelly, and Lysandra Body.
Well, our wagons are finally making a turn at the south end of NRG Stadium, and the first wagon you're looking at is the first Cowboys wagon, the husband of Chairman of the Board, Batman Phillips. That's Tim Phillips' wagon, and he's got Brain Creighton, Chancellor, Texas Tech University, Chancellor. Also, we have Taylor Curtis, the superintendent of Conroe ISD, Dr. David Vincent, along with Christy Vincent. Then we have the Beans, Colonel Jeffrey Bean and Carol Bean, and Brian and Allison Alexander.
Wagon number 2, that's our President's Wife's Wagon, hosted by Randy Bowman. Our wife of the President CEO, Dr. Chris Bowman. We have members of the Angleton ISD Child Nutrition Services, including Angelica Jimenez, Vanessa Valdez, Sarah Hahn, Wendy Gray, Melissa Cruz, and Jackie Murchison, Natalie Dixon, and Connie Cox.
Yes, and then we take a peek at Wagon 3, Executive Office Guest Executive. There's Grace Beasley, Bradley Stock, and Gillian Stock. Ford Morris, and the Reddies, Aaron and Easton. The Calkins, Sean, Riska, Renee, and Sharon Barra.
Wagon 4, a few more of our executive office guest and dignitaries. Becky and Juliet Nelson, Nancy White, and Chris Lang, Janie Krumholm, Carly Sachs, and Bale Sachs. Our Spywagon, in Wagon 4. And friends, if you are still standing, we would ask that you please take your seat. Those banners have made their way past the halfway point, and we will celebrate our nation here in just a little bit.
So on that fire truck, you might know that great football player standing on that first fire truck. How about a big welcome to Bob Miller? Riding on our great adventure today. How is this stuff? Good to see you. Yeah, that man has tackled a few QBs in his day, has he not? So of course we are saluting the Cowboy Channel, Texas Tech University, as well as our area Go Texas counties. Austin, Bastrop, Bell, Boss, Brazos, Burleson, Corey Ellen Falls, Freestone, Grimes, Hill County, Lee County, Leon County, Limestone, Madison, McLennan, Milam County, Navarro County, Robertson County, Walker County, the birthplace of Texas, Washington County, and Williamson County. And our entertainer today, I bet you already know, we're closing the show with the music of Kelly Clarkson.
There is Howdy. He is one of our idols and icons here at Rodeo Houston.
I think Von Miller ought to tackle Howdy.
I disagree because I want Howdy to be able to finish the remainder of the show.
Well, that'd be,
Yeah, it's happened before, and for job security reasons, we want to make sure Howdy sticks around. I mean, if he put a helmet on, I still don't think there would be very many QBs that would want to see Von Miller on the other side of the chalk line.
Oh, the Grand Music Parade. And we have 109 committees that oversee everything from contestant hospitality services to our medical committee. We bumped into them right outside MSG Center the other day. And they're all volunteers. But they're EMTs, they're paramedics, they're all highly qualified professionals that volunteer to supply medical service to the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo during the show's run. It's amazing how many different committees that we have and the 36,000 volunteers that staff them.
Well, it's humbling too to see people who have high-ranking positions in their own companies that are more than happy to be a volunteer on a committee. They're not looking for any position of stature. They're just looking to give their time and further the cause of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Uh-oh, looks like traffic at the 610 loop. Something happened down there. The last fire truck is still on the road. Well, the whole Grand Anthony kind of hits the brake.